Hi everyone! In this video, we will talk about a widespread problem for every specialist involved in the process of getting a high-quality takeoff report. You might have guessed what I mean. It's that situation when a BIM model lacks elements necessary for a quantity surveyor. Let's discuss this issue in detail with a real example, when the model doesn't contain lintels for windows installed in brick walls, but their values are crucial for our calculations. So, let's take a look at our model first. We can simply make sure that this model lacks lintels. Firstly, we don't see them on the 3D view. Secondly, there are no lintels among the objects in the model's breakdown. Moreover, we can create a default report. In this particular case, NRM1 Elemental Detailed BS suits us best, and open up the group External Walls to see that the report doesn't include any category mentioning lintels. Let's fix this problem. To start, we need to add a new group to our report and rename it accordingly. In our case, the group's name is taken from the new Rules of Measurement 1 standard nomenclature. Now, we need to measure lintels. We know that lintels are located above windows and installed into external brick walls. That's why we can easily filter out all our elements to an object which is equal to windows and position which is equal to external. Let's select the option Expand All to ensure that all the windows we filtered down are installed in brick. That's correct. To calculate the length of the lintels, we need to know the width of the windows and add an increment of 0.15 centimeters from each side in our case. Our breakdown doesn't provide us with the window's width value, but we can easily calculate it directly in Kreo. For this, we need to click on the checkbox Select All and add the vertical bounding box section Max Dimension Base Extractor. As soon as the relevant property has been added, we can drag and drop this group to our report. In order to see only the appropriate values in the given report, let's remove all the levels except for the sum of quantities from our breakdown. We're finally ready to work on our report now. Let's begin with adding a new group inside 2.5.1.4 and naming it lintels. Now we can drag and drop what we've just filtered down to this group. Then we need to get a lintels section area to clearly understand the exact dimension type for the cost plan. Let's see which kind of walls we're working with. For this again we can filter down our traditional breakdown to external walls only. Looking on the 3D view, we can see brick walls which the windows are installed in. Selecting any of them in the breakdown, we'll see its thickness, 203mm in our case. Accordingly, we can make a supposition that for the wall with this particular thickness type we need to use 2 lintels of 100 by 150mm section area. And now we can easily calculate quantities for our lintels with the help of formulae in our report. Let's create a new column in our report to calculate the quantity of lintels there. We know for sure that there are 2 lintels above each window, so let's insert the formula, which is quantity of lintels is equal to 2 multiplied by the quantity of windows. The formula is valid for both the subgroups, so let's copy it into the second group. In the same way, we can get the lintel's length. We need to add a new column first to insert the relevant formula there. Let's insert the formula step by step. We will calculate the width of one window first, which is equal to all the windows' width, which is vertical BB section max dimension in our particular case, divided by the number of windows. Then let's add 150mm lintel section area from each side to one window's width. Thus, we get the length of one lintel. Let's insert the value into the cell with the group's name for our convenience. Finally, we need to multiply this formula by the quantity of all the lintels to get all the lintels' length, and the correct value is found. Now we can easily copy this formula to calculate the length of all the lintels for the second subgroup, but first Let's also get one lentil's length and insert this value into the cell with the group's name. Once this step is over, let's copy the whole formula. Similarly, we can calculate the volume of concrete for all the lintels. We're adding a new column to our report and starting to insert the relevant formula. To get the lintels volume, we should multiply the dimensions of one lintel by the length of all the lintels. We've got the value. Again, let's copy it to the second group. That's it. Our task on including lintel quantities in a report has been successfully solved. Let's just make sure of it by switching to pivot mode. Here we can see that there's a separate group for lintels together with lintel quantities necessary for our particular case. We can simply hide the quantities we won't use in the report, then export the final version of our report to Excel. So, using several basic features of Kreo, we've added the quantities not included in the 3D model to our final report. Thanks for watching and enjoy working with Kreo.